back here. Couch Company crew. My name John. With me, as always, my trusted and loyal companion, Tyler.
Hey, John. I feel like you elongate this just to screw with me.
Yes.
Okay.
You got to change up the cadence. You need to keep each other on your toes.
Episodes, 29 episodes? What are we on? 29?
We're on 29.
29.
I don't
29
know if that's
episodes
right.
for me to figure that
You're
out.
the guy who keeps track of the numbers.
I know.
Not me.
I don't know.
Not a numbers guy. Neither are you, actually.
I'm probably less of a numbers guy than you are.
Anyways, how have you been, man? I haven't seen you for a week since I got snubbed in Discord last night.
Snubbed? Oh, when I didn't say hi to you.
Yeah.
So you said you didn't care until we got on the air, and now suddenly
full blast.
It's a big.
I actually didn't remember until you told me, and I was like,
I felt guilty. I got zero sleep last night because of it.
Yeah, I believe that. But yeah, man, I got kicked off the Halo team. I guess feels bad.
No, they should kick me off the Halo team. They should put you on.
I heard you were doing good, man. Nate was really hyping you up.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah. I had one good play.
Well, Nate always hypes you up. Like, I remember when we would play Rainbow, and he'd be like, Tyler, you're a fucking beast, man.
Yeah, well, you did the same thing.
And you're like, well, yeah, because we want you to continue to play with us.
I know.
And you're like, guys, I just killed a guy.
Yeah, and it feels like pandering almost. Like, it's just like, yeah,
pandering,
and
we're talking down to you, man.
I know,
it feels bad. Like straining our necks, looking down.
I am.
What would you rather say nothing? Would you rather flame you? Do you want to actually be treated like a member of the community, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I want to like if I do something stupid. So here's the thing, and this is how I knew that you guys are going easy on me.
Yeah.
We were playing a capture the flag match. I don't know if you were in the party or not.
I was in there briefly.
I took the flag. It wasn't last night, but it was a previous night.
Okay.
I took the flag.
Yeah.
Got confused.
Uh-oh.
And ran it to the enemy's side.
Might be time to hang it up.
It died on the hill. And no one said anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. So I'm like the really like the dunce of the group. I'm just like, I'm the dumb, like, oh, okay. And like even John was being like, he's like, yeah, man, I didn't know what you were doing. So I was like, just gonna follow your lead. It's like, oh my gosh.
Probably all texting each other like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I'm like, I had to stay in the party because I'm so self-conscious about that, where I'm just like, the moment I leave, they're gonna be like, "What the hell is he doing?" So I got to stay in the party. As long as I'm in the party, they can't talk about me. Yeah, no.
See, I would talk about you to your face.
I know, and I appreciate that. That's the thing. Is like,
well, here's the thing: you actually don't, because Gerard, if you remember your experience with League of Legends, gave you the real experience. That's what it is. Yeah. You get the flame. You get flamed.
Yes,
to Kingdom Come.
Here are the two things with that.
All right,
with Halo. It's like the beauty with Halo is I know I suck.
Okay.
I know what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah.
And my body and fingers can't perform.
Okay. Yikes.
Yikes.
All right.
But in League of Legends, I don't actually have the knowledge of what's right, what's wrong, that sort of thing.
Sure.
So my thing is, oh yeah, okay, I'm shooting at this guy.
Yeah.
I should 3 to the chest, 1 to the head. I learned that, and now I'm actually starting to get some kills.
Right.
In Halo, which is fine, and I get that. And if I miss my shot, that's on me. Totally fine. With League of Legends, I don't know who I don't know.
Oh,
Sir.
So I was waiting.
Is there a
something.
Sir? Is there someone named Sir? Oh,
Sir
Galahad comes in. Sir Wolvengard. Sir Galahad comes down with a giant sword.
Yeah.
I don't know what his
Garen,
specials are or anything. Sure, Garen, whatever.
But you know Garen.
Do I?
I don't know.
I don't know. He's not an arcane. What I'm saying is, my thing is, I don't even remember what Gerard was yelling at me about because I blacked out. I was just,
the interesting thing is, I remember this quite clearly. Well, I don't remember the specific situation, but the reason you were so upset was because you knew you weren't wrong.
Well, I did
Gerard
exactly
ran
what
in and
people told me to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, what the fuck? And you're like, I did literally what you told me to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough. And
that's the thing that annoys me.
That's the most upset I've ever seen you in your life. In my life, I mean, not in your life.
It was
my life.
It was the most upset where I'm not just because I swear all the time. Like when we're playing Battlefield or Halo or everything, I'm constantly saying how much I hate those games.
Sure,
because I'm just bad now. Like I'm just, and not that I was ever great, but I was.
Dude, bring you
much
back to
better.
shipment.
I was much better. And holy cow! Like yes, I was very angry.
Mad.
Speaking of shipment, real quick, because I know we have a lot to go over today.
Yeah.
I played the new Call of Duty.
Yeah, they remade Shipment. I saw my little brother playing that.
It's fine.
Yeah.
The thing that I can't stand with Call of Duty real quick is because John wanted to play hardcore And he was like, so I'm like, all right, I'll start playing hardcore, getting myself acclimated there. It's very tough to go from Halo to hardcore Call of Duty.
Just instantly dead.
But they have this new thing where you can pick the number of people per map. So you have like your tactical whatever, which is like the normal Call of Duty experience.
Yeah.
Then they have Assault, which is just more people on this same map. So if it's a small map, you just got more targets.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's Blitz, where it's even more people on this small map. People were getting like 105 kills on both sides, where I spawn and I just chuck a grenade, double kill every single time. There's an operator that you only unlock by getting like 20 double kills or something. Yeah. I got that in one match.
It's amazing.
It was the worst experience I've ever had with Call of Duty.
That sounds awesome.
It was terrible because you spawn
and just die.
Chuck a grenade. I'm dead before the grenade goes off.
Yeah, that's like back in the day when you'd play Rust on Modern Warfare 2, and or you play Ground War. I mean, and there's a very low percentage chance that you get on Rust in Ground War. Ground War was the big game mode.
Yeah,
like doubled the size of the teams. And you'd spawn into a game, someone has an AC-130, and everyone's just instantly dying.
Yeah, it's the same thing with like shipment stuff. Right. If somebody has you throw one like carpet bomber or something, it murders literally the entire on the board we were. I don't even know what board it was. The entire map is just gone.
It's rough.
Yeah,
I will say Call of Duty still to this day has the best sound design. Like of any game, dude. It sounds so like I was literally watching my brother play, and I'm like, this sounds so crispy, man. Like they know how to do it.
The new Halo sounds very good.
The new Halo does sound really good.
You get that headshot, and that it's like
a
click almost. Yeah. Now it's funny because I don't think we're going to do a top 5 headshot sound effects. So we
okay.
Dave on Twitter, because I asked like, hey, name some top 5s we're going to do, and we'll get to that in a second. But he put up top 5 headshot sound effects.
Yeah,
I think that's worth talking about at some point, maybe even next week. I don't know if that's something that we're going to rank because I don't remember a lot of them.
I think Gears comes to mind immediately.
He says Gears is number 1.
It's very good.
It's very, very good. Yeah. I think Halo Halo. Honestly, this new Halo sounds really great.
Really great.
And Modern Warfare, where you get like the little ping, or I guess it would technically be World at War, but whenever you got the headshot, you hear like the ping, like it's hitting the helmet.
Yeah.
That felt pretty good.
Yep, absolutely. That's an interesting one. I don't know if there probably is enough, but I have no idea.
We could do that, and this is me being selfish, that after last week having to take like hours of like chopping things up and doing that stuff, maybe we would wait a week before doing another
we gotta
sound
wait
effect,
a little bit till we do another big one like that. But
that was fun. It's a good time.
It was a great time. I loved. Speaking of last week, that's a great segue into what I wanted to talk about just for a second. I have some. So I was listening to the podcast and I was throwing out some music terms willy nilly, realizing a lot of people probably don't know what it is. So quick music 101 lesson for you. I'll keep it under 30 seconds. So 3 terms that I mentioned during that podcast. First of all, unison. What unison is you have a pitch, right? And if you don't know what a pitch is, that's a little rough starting point. If you, for example, if you play a note on the piano, I'm assuming everyone knows what the piano is. That's pitch, okay?
Yeah.
Unison's just the same pitch. You're singing the same pitch, playing the same pitch, okay? Octave, second term I mentioned, it's the same pitch, but it's up 8 notes. So you have a scale, right?
Yeah.
Which is 8 notes. The first and last notes are the same, like C and C, for example, if you're doing a C scale, right? So they sound the same, but it's higher pitch, okay? So that's very common when you're talking about male and female. They naturally sing in a higher octave, right? And that's why it's called octave 8, right? Lastly, arpeggios. When we're talking about scales, if you're skipping steps, like 1, 3, 5, that's an arpeggio, okay? So that's a major track.
Like a Final Fantasy 7.
Exactly. So that was Final Fantasy 7. Unison was Halo. And octaves was probably also Halo, I think, because Halo 2 goes into the octaves. Has girls. Done. That was more than 30 seconds. I apologize.
No, it's good. I think
we're all learning here. I was thinking to myself, I was like, nobody's going to know what I'm talking about. So,
and if you didn't listen to that episode, go back and listen to it. Dr. John's Music 101, quick hits. Did the quality of audio come through okay?
Yeah, it sounded good.
Yeah, like I bumped it out. It wasn't like, and that's why we obviously put the the Spotify tracks down below because like you want to listen to the high quality versions. Of course.
Yeah. Okay, and then one other thing, and then I'll let you take the floor, whatever the fuck you want to do today. Anime update from me. As always, I'm going to tell you guys what I'm watching because I have no one to talk to about it. None of my friends watch this shit, and probably none of you guys do either. I watched this show. It's called The Rising of the Shield Hero. Man, did I not like this show. So there's a genre in anime where this kid, he's like a high school kid, gets transported to like a video game world, and he's OP.
With his stepmom.
Pretty much. Like all the girls love him. He's OP, can't lose. I think it's called isekai or something like that. Forgive me, I don't know the terms. But that's one of those shows, and he's like, he just has a shield. That's all he has. I guess that's like the premise. It was so annoying. I just couldn't, like, it was so boring.
Without knowing anything about that, how does something with that where it's like, he just has a shield, but then you also have the thing like, he just punches stuff, or he's just invincible. Like,
that's the premise. Like, but the thing about anime is always like the premise is always insane. Yeah, like because the whole hook on this one is the real big one in this genre is Sword Art Online, and you might have heard of that before. It's very popular. That one, I haven't watched it, but he's just a normal, just OP, fucking unbelievable character. Yeah. He doesn't have like a gimmick or something, right?
Right.
Whereas in this one, he gets spawned in, and he's the shield hero. Okay, so like one guy's the sword hero, one guy's the spear hero, he's the shield hero, right? So everyone's like dunking on him because they're like, dude, you fucking suck. You can't even attack. So he just gets really good at defense, and that's like the whole premise. But it was like, dude, I don't give a shit about this. It was so boring. But that brings me into my next show that I'm watching.
All right, hit me.
And this is 2 out of 2. So for anyone who wants to jump off a bridge right now listening to me talk about this, it's almost over. It's called... there's a really long title, but it's called Konosuba, and essentially it just makes fun of this genre. Like the dude spawns in, he's fucking terrible at everything except his luck stat is amazing. So he just gets like extremely lucky, and he's surrounded by all these girls who like are the worst at what they do. Think of a D&D party that's literally designed to be the worst ever.
So it's making fun of
that genre where
the D&D genre?
No, the genre where you get spawned into a game and you're like OP.
Oh,
that's a genre.
I didn't realize.
Anime.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm
so
okay.
It just makes fun of that. Like for example, I'll just give one example.
Is it good?
It's funny. It's hilarious.
So anything that makes fun of something, I would think
this is what I was saying. It almost gets John's stamp of approval for Tyler, but it's so thirsty. It's so horny. I don't know if you would be able to.
Have you met me? Are you
like horny stuff?
Oh, absolutely.
You love this fucking show. Like I'm literally sitting there. I'm like, I am a degenerate. What am I watching?
Yeah, it gets kind of.
It's not. Weird. It's very tongue in cheek, where it's not like you're not seeing tits and shit. Well, they're clothed, I should say. Yeah. But it's they don't hold back with that stuff, man. It's funny though.
So on a scale of like 1 to Cowboy Bebop,
what's Cowboy Bebop?
What's her face?
Oh, Faye.
Yeah, Faye.
Yeah, it's that.
Okay, but I mean, so it's not worse than that.
No, it's it's not. They're more promiscuous with it, but then like hers is just her looks. They don't really like. I don't know. You'd have to watch it. Yeah. Maybe you should watch it.
Is it on Netflix?
I have to check what it's on. It's on something, but that's so funny.
The dark web.
Yeah, the dark web. But yeah, the one character, she's the funniest one. She's like this girl. She's like 13. This little girl who's a mage. Well, they don't sexualize her.
Okay. All right.
Kind of. Her whole thing is she can only cast Explosion, which is this really strong spell that blows everything up. Mm-hmm. She refuses to learn any other spell, and once she casts it, she passes out and she can't use any magic for the rest of the day. It's amazing. It's like she's the worst.
That sounds like someone like Nate would do, or he's like, nope, this is the only spell I'm going to do.
It's just like the worst party. Oh man, it's really funny. All right, rant over. I apologize for taking up so much time. I have to get it out.
No,
I have
that's
no one
good.
to talk to about it.
Can I rant about something real quick, and then we can get into our top 5.
Casey,
it's going to take 2 seconds. So you know how I got into? I did
not see that.
Yeah. Okay. Read it. Yeah. Which is good because he loses.
He does lose.
That's a huge.
Very depressing.
Yeah. That's like that. Anyway, that's a whole thing. I'm glad we got our sports talking. The thing that I wanted to rant about really quickly. So you remember how I got into keyboards last year, and I bought a whole bunch of
still
keycaps?
Into that, or
yeah, no, I just have another one coming, which I'm very. It's like a really like small budget board, but it's all white, and I'm gonna match my mouse. It's gonna be a whole thing. But these two, I got 2 sets of keycaps. One's called Blurple, which is just blue and purple.
Yeah.
It's more purple than anything. And I got a desk mat with it and everything. It's a whole set. And I got something that's called Norse, which has instead of the letters, it's all like Norse, like font.
Mythology.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Norse.
Yeah, well, it's like the Nordic alphabet.
Yeah, sure.
And then you have.
I don't know why I said mythology.
Yeah, I mean, technically, like you have like Thor's hammer on your enter key and stuff like that. But they both got pushed to August of 2022.
Jeez.
I ordered that December of last year.
Yeah, the supply chain is boned.
I don't even think it's this, like that's apparently normal for this, for this hobby. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, you were saying that you guys get in groups and order bulk stuff because they're all custom made, I guess.
It is. They're custom made from Germany. They're getting put in.
It's awesome.
I did call out Germany, so hi to our German listeners.
Let's go.
I was a little bummed because I was like, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a great Christmas. We can get all these really nice key sets.
Yeah.
So now I gotta wait another year. But
my steering wheel should be coming in pretty soon.
That's
and
crazy. That's
2
weeks now, right?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
They were all sold out for a while.
Yeah.
Dude, these things are a hot commodity.
I waited till the last minute to start Christmas shopping.
It was a bad move.
Luckily, my nephew likes V-Bucks. So
there you go.
That's super easy. I can nail that, but yeah.
Yeah, if anyone ever gets me a present, just give me a Steam card, dude. That's all I want.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
Or Game Pass card.
All right, what do we got on the docket today?
Yeah,
so
I know
fucked around for a little bit.
We tried to be quick about it. It was all right. 16 minutes in. Let's hit the top 5. We got a whole bunch of people asking us for different things.
Absolutely.
Thank you all for the submissions this week because we've talked about it before. And Calvin, friend of the show, has mentioned this multiple times. We're going to do our top 5 board games.
He was hitting us with a lot of suggestions last night.
A lot of suggestions last night. We got suggestions from Dave again with the headshot thing. We might actually do that. That the more I think about it, the more.
The headshot one?
Yeah.
I'd have to I'm sure once we start researching, we'll be able to find like, oh yeah.
I'm sure there's like a YouTube
like
video
Resident Evil comes to mind now. Yeah. I think that was pretty
I would say
good.
The headshot, it's all about the sound, and that's what gives you kind of that responsive feel for first-person shooting.
It literally comes down to dopamine per headshot.
It's nuts.
And once you calculate that, we're going to find the answer to what the best one is.
So we'll do that in the near future, I would say.
Oh, really?
I would say so.
Okay.
Maybe not this. Well, definitely not this episode. Maybe definitely not next episode. But well, honestly, maybe we're getting close to the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's on back order.
Okay.
But I have a little doodad to plug into this thing so we can actually get like people calling in.
Yeah, I've been kind of the mind that we're going to try to get guests for season 2. Seems like
that's the plan. That's what I'm tracking to.
Which season 2 starts next year, calendar year.
Yeah.
Because we're lazy and we don't want to calculate when we started. So
it's very easy to do, but I don't.
Very good. Well, let's. So without further ado, welcome everyone who skipped to this point.
Yes.
Because they want to hear our top 5. Tyler, what are we ranking this week? We will rank anything.
Top 5
this week.
Board games. We said that. Yeah.
Did you already say that?
I did a little bit. I did.
You said Calvin mentioned this,
and he said board games.
I don't think you said it.
See, here's the thing.
I really want to rewind the tape and bet you all my money in my bank account.
Done. Please, let's do this.
All right.
And you probably want to edit the episode this week, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways.
So board games.
Board
games.
Games. If you're bored, you play this game.
Yeah.
Or it's on a board, probably more accurately.
That's probably one of the rules, jumping straight to the rules.
That's what I'm saying. We're jumping into the rules. What are they, Tyler? You're the expert on
I would
this.
say the majority has to be played on the board.
The majority?
So, yeah, like a lot of games.
So 51%.
Well, yeah. I mean, sure.
I'm just kidding. I'm being a dick today.
The thing with and this is what I was thinking of because the first thing that popped to my mind was Munchkin, right?
Right.
That's a card game. It's not a board game. It has a board.
Yeah. Only if you order the special edition.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So stuff like that does not count.
Excuse me.
No, that's all right. You've been chugging that ginger beer.
I thought of Munchkin and so many bad memories came back and I started choking. My body is like, I can't live.
I love Munchkin. If Munchkin was a board game, that would be on my list.
Really? You hate Munchkin?
Yeah. No, I hate when we play it with people. Yeah. I love Munchkin as a board game.
As a board game,
yeah. We took a great thing and corrupted it beyond recognition. Yeah.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. Ugh, unrecognizable.
But that's the thing is that's what Munchkin was supposed to be. It says that in the rules to just dick over your friends and be a jerk to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we did that very well.
Yeah. Well,
Along with most board games, if we're being honest, but that's fine.
So majority has to be played on the board. So something like Munchkin doesn't count. Uno doesn't count. Things like that, right? Those are card games.
Right, yeah. I think it's pretty simple for that.
Okay, a couple questions to see if they count. Tic-tac-toe, is that a board game?
That's actually a very good question. I would say yes.
I was pondering this in the shower. I was like, this is science. I don't, great next question.
Step one, tic-tac-toe has no business being on that list.
Oh, man.
Step two.
I think we're going to argue about that. I love tic-tac-toe.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
I was a champion back in the day.
All right. Well, here, let me ask you this. Is Connect 4 a board game?
Ooh.
It's not a board.
Yes, it's a vertical board.
I mean, okay, like that's fine, but that's the kind of thing. So, like, if you're doing
Connect 4 is not going to make it either.
But think about like Jenga, right? Like that's obviously in the board game section, but it's not.
It's not a board game.
That's what I mean.
There's no board on that,
right? Like marbles. I put all of those in the same thing. So when you say tic tac toe, I'm sure there's a tic tac toe.
The paper's the
board game out there. Sure, okay.
The board is the paper.
All right.
Whatever.
No,
you're not going to put it on the list.
That's
anyways.
fine. But like, look at marbles. Look at marbles.
I like marbles.
Yeah, but that's not a board. It's not a board game.
Parcheesi?
Parcheesi's a board game for sure.
All right. Anyways,
Parcheesi is. Do you think Parcheesi or Sorry is better?
Sorry.
Yeah.
And I will be fighting for it.
For Sorry?
Oh yeah. Oh. Let's start it off. I have Sorry first.
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry's fucking great.
Sure.
Talk about dicking over your friends. Talk about simplicity, but still a fun experience. Anyone can play. It's not fucking forever. That's a big one on my list. I hate games that never end.
Oh, no. Okay.
My attention span is that of a walnut. And walnuts don't have attention spans. So what does that even tell you about me?
How are you playing half the board games that we've played in the past then?
Because I'm fantasizing about jumping off roofs and, things like that.
Yikes. Please don't anyone ever jump off a roof unless you're a trained professional.
This is a small roof.
Small.
Like I could jump off my shed's roof.
Any roof, like a doghouse roof. Yeah, okay.
Dude, there's a lot of roofs.
Speaking of roofs.
Okay. Sorry?
I want to...
Wait, were we still discussing Sorry?
I was trying to do a segue, and then I blanked out.
Yeah, so anyways, Sorry is a really great game. I don't know how you feel about it, but my favorite Sorry one is the Disney edition, and this is probably another point I should bring up. Are we just considering all versions, or how does that
So that's a tough one. In? I would say what is different about them? So for instance, and this, not to jump ahead, but like we have to talk about Risk. That's just something we have to go through.
Do you like the modern one better?
Well, there's like a 2042. I forget what the actual thing is. Sure, yeah, sure. But there's a modern version of Risk where you go to the moon and stuff like that.
Right. Is that the one you're referring to?
That's the one I'm referring to. It's not the one I'm necessarily going to fight for personally.
I think personally,
go ahead, that
it should be all inclusive.
But with this Risk, it is so completely different because you only play a set number of turns. It's not infinite.
Okay.
So
are the core mechanics the same?
Not really.
Okay, well then I guess it's a different game.
But there's so much extra stuff to do and things like that there that I would argue that it is a completely different game. It's under the Risk moniker, but that's about it.
Well, we'll take it case by case.
Sure.
In Sorry's example, the best version of Sorry is Disney Sorry.
Is it skinned, right? Like it's skinned for Disney? It's
skinned, but there's a little bit extra added on. Like you have hero powers in that one.
Okay.
Hero cards. So you could be like Winnie the Pooh and he has a special ability.
Yeah.
It was really fun. There was 4 teams, dude. There's the heroes, the villains, the sidekicks, and then the princesses? Maybe.
Okay.
I think that's the 4 teams. It was awesome, though.
It's a good thing you keep the princesses and the heroes separate as they should be.
Yeah, I believe the princesses was one team.
When did this come out?
Early 2000s.
Oh, okay. No wonder.
Well, I mean, the princesses can be heroes, arguably better than the hero team. I don't know.
100%. I'm just saying it's funny that they separate that in today's
day
and age. But if it came out in 2000,
you want to appeal to younger girls. They all want to play the princess team, the yellow princess team.
Yellow? They didn't even go pink with it.
Yeah, princesses were yellow, villains were red, sidekicks were green, heroes were blue. I always played the heroes because they had Buzz Lightyear, Hercules. Who else was it?
Mulan.
Should be on there. That's a
should
great
be
point.
On there.
You know what? I'll have to look it up. She might be on there. She's insane.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So I rest my case. I love Sorry.
Sorry's okay. Well, look, I got to start this list up here. Like we can put it on there as like a
all right, we'll
like
talk
an
about
honorable mention.
We'll
I don't know. I feel like in the top 5. So let me
Tyler,
okay.
I'm not a board game guy.
No, that's fair. I'll hit you with one. Chess.
Yeah, I have it on mine too.
Okay.
Chess is the GOAT.
So on a scale from chess to Sorry,
yeah,
I feel like there's more.
Yeah, but just because it's more complex doesn't mean it's better.
Oh, I'm not saying it's.
Well,
no,
I'm not saying Sorry is better than chess, but you shouldn't discount Sorry because it's simple.
Oh, I'm not at all.
I think that's a huge benefit to it. Like,
I agree.
A lot of these games, and I'm assuming a lot of your games are really long, really complicated, a lot of rules. Sorry's like you pick up, you play. It's 30 minutes.
Okay, so let me hit you with a different one.
Any age.
I'll hit you with a different one.
Yeah.
I think this is a better version of Sorry that has nothing to do with Sorry.
Okay.
Ticket to Ride.
I've never played it.
Oh, no.
Is that a common board game?
Yes. Ticket to Ride is very, very good.
In what century?
So the whole point, I mean, they're still coming out with them now.
Man, I never played it.
But they have different, they
Describe it
have
to me.
Europe, India, United States. So the whole premise is you have your color of railroads, right? And you played Settlers of Catan, I hope.
Yeah.
Okay. So Settlers of
It's been a
Catan,
long
you know how you
time,
you build walls and things like that. So Ticket to Ride, what you're trying to do is collect cards, and you just draw cards, and there'll be like a green train car, a red train car, a green train, and you match colors. You put the color down, and you get your track piece.
Okay.
You put a track down, and the whole premise of the game is you're drawing cards, and it's going to say, oh, you get 4 points if you connect California to Texas.
Okay.
No one else knows what you're trying to do.
Right.
So it's this strategy of you're just kind of placing railroads down and trying to connect these different points and get points. You
kind of like go in a crazy manner to fake people out. And
yeah. It's kind of like some mind games stuff.
All right, that's
cool. But in terms of very, very simple...
What's the Sorry aspect to it though? Where Sorry you bump someone off?
No, I was saying it was more of like a simplistic, like anyone can
play.
I see.
It's
pretty easy.
Yeah, the thing I like about Sorry is there's a Munchkin aspect to it where you fuck someone over.
You can do that, and it's basically like you're blocking people, and you're taking things away from them and stuff. And if they know, because and I forget it because it's been a while since I played, but I'm pretty sure you can either draw a random card or pick like 2 face-up cards and stuff.
Would you say that's a game that's a low floor, high ceiling kind of thing? Or is it low
I would
floor,
say
low
so.
ceiling?
I don't know how high of the ceiling it is.
Yeah,
I think that
like
certain
medium.
people will be better at kind of deducing where you're trying to go.
I don't think you can really outplay anyone in Sorry. It's been a long time. But
It's random.
It's
I mean, that's I think
a game for kids, but
the only strategy in Sorry is picking what piece you're doing the
right. Yeah. Okay. I mean, we can put that on the maybes. Well, I've never played it.
I know, and that's the sad part is because if you've never played it, I'm not sure.
All right, here we go. I'm going to hit you with my next one here.
Yeah, go ahead.
We talked about that a little bit. Let's just get out of the way now. Risk.
Yeah, Risk.
Okay.
I love Risk.
I love Risk as well.
So you just got done saying how you didn't like board games that take forever.
That's true. This is the exception.
Okay, good. No, this actually makes me way happier.
Yeah. So I never played the modern one that you're referring to, though. I've only played classic Risk.
So the modern one is awesome. It's very, very fun. It has a set number of turns. You have to go to the moon. You're doing all this stuff. You have like naval commanders, air command, like crazy extra layers of stuff.
Yeah.
But you're only playing, I forget how many turns. It's like 5 turns or something. But these each
turns really
turn,
long.
Yeah, because you have a million things going on and
Sure.
stuff. So there's that, and it's very, very fun. And that's what we play on the soccer trip every year.
Okay.
Usually.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fun with that. However, if I'm talking best 5, classic Risk, like Legacy Risk, well, it has a special place.
How many
heart.
friendships have you lost over a game of Risk? I mean,
I've never lost one. We were on the rocks for a little bit, and I saw like a marriage almost implode. But other than that, actually, I don't think Nate and I were married at the time. But there were some fights being had, but nothing is better than watching. I think it was our buddy Josh like rolling to defend like I don't know, like Madagascar.
The miracle
something.
runs, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best part of the
game.
game.
And he's just defending, and this giant army is crashing against his one dude.
It's the Alamo, man.
And he's just defeating hundreds of, no, I'm not obviously the hundreds, but he defeated like 20 dudes with like one die. Oh, it's so good. It's so fun.
What's your strategy in Risk? My strategy is North America.
North America, 100%.
Yes,
Everyone
sir.
goes for Australia. North America is where
the
it's
place.
at. Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. 3 places they can go from. You only have to defend 3 points. The bonus you get from it's amazing.
Yep.
And it has where I live. And I like where I live.
Yeah, America's all right.
America.
I would say top 5 countries.
Yes.
So Risk, I mean, do we just put that on the list for
I would put it on the list. Yeah, we both have it. We both like it.
All right, cool.
All right,
I'm
you're
good
up
with that. All right. So we did mention Catan already. How do you feel about Catan?
It's been a long time since I played. It was fine.
Fine.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to remember how to play the game, man. I do not even
Settlers
remember.
of Catan is the whole thing is you basically pick different plots of, like, you have a board game and there's a bunch of different resources on the board.
Yeah,
you roll your die, and every time you roll a die, whatever number comes up, that's who gets those resources if their number is called.
Yeah.
And building roads and the strategy of, like, do you try to get the biggest road, the biggest army, the most resources, and, like, you know, secret points and all that stuff. Like, there's a lot of different strategies and a lot of different ways to win. I'm not saying it's like Civilization level, but if you're seeing yourself get kind of stonewalled, it might be a tougher road for you to win, but it's not like you're done. Like, there are other strategies, other ways of doing it. And a lot of it comes down to how smooth of a talker can you be? Can you stay on kind of like that middle area where you're not seen as a threat, so people are willing to make trades and deals with you and stuff? Yeah. There's a lot of diplomacy there, which I really, really enjoy.
Yeah, okay. I'll
put on the maybe. I can already tell by your face.
It's a good game. This is a tough one for me, Tyler, because I am not a board game guy.
I mean, I would argue neither am I. I like the standard classic games, but a lot of that stuff, I like the strategy of it.
Yeah,
and that's kind of where I'm at. But.
Yeah, no, outplaying someone doesn't get better than that, really. I mean, just watching someone's face, just everything just drop. It's so good. All right, I have one left. We've blasted through mine already because we named a couple of them. Oh no, I have 2 left. Sorry. How do you feel about Life? You know, like Life? Love that game, man.
Have they come up with?
You got to think, man. I played all my board games as a kid.
Yeah, no, and again, not to get super PC with it, but have they come up with a new version of Life, like a modern era Life?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, I mean, I assume you could just put like another husband in your car or something like that.
Stopping you from doing that.
No, right.
It literally says get married.
Is that all it says?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how antiquated it was in terms of that kind of stuff. Because I know it's like,
no, it's not like get married to a woman because the Bible tells you that.
Yeah, like, okay. I mean, that's how I was always taught, you know? So it's like, but, I guess what I'm saying is like,
I don't think it's, they probably do.
But it's always like have kids, but I guess you're not, and I haven't played Life in forever, but maybe it's not like,
well, if it says have kids, I guess that could be interpreted as adopting a kid.
Yeah, sure. Okay, fair enough.
I don't know. I always remember I had like a million kids. I was like, damn.
Let me put it this way. I like Sorry more than Life.
Okay, we won't put it on. You're gonna be running the show on this one, bro. Like I am.
Well, no, I don't want to like just strong arm you into stuff. It's just
laughing at me when I bring up Life. It's not a good look.
Okay,
I could read the
waiting
room.
for Shoots and Ladders or Candyland next. That's all. I'm just saying.
I was thinking about Shoots and Ladders.
Shoots and Ladders. I would maybe like Shoots and Ladders over Sorry.
Shoots and Ladders is a fun game.
Nothing got my grandfather more angry than spitting the thing.
You get the big slide.
Yeah,
man.
and he's just like, this is unbelievable. He was
the
so
slide
mad.
on the top rung, man, where it goes all the way down.
It is so good.
Man.
But you also have the ladder that goes all the way up too, and it completely changes the.
Absolutely, you gotta love it, man. I love the underdog story.
Yeah.
All right, you're up. Fuck me.
Have you ever played Small World?
Please
tell me. So Small World is the one where you have a bunch of different races, so like elves, orcs, whatever, Amazons, and a bunch of different abilities.
Is this a game Nate has?
This is a game actually that I think I showed Nate.
Oh, wow.
One of the few, Munchkin being the other one. Technically, Chelsea was the one who showed Nate both of them, but we're one and the same now.
Yes, sir.
But Small World, the whole point of Small World is you're trying to conquer a land.
Yeah.
So you have like grasslands, mountains, different things like that, and different races have different bonuses and whatnot.
Sure.
And the more lands you conquer, the more gold you get at the end of the round. And each race can get paired up with a special ability. So it's like, I don't know, giants get +1 gold if they're on a mountain. Right. And the whole point of this is you can put your races into decline. So the strategy is you want to put as many, tokens on the board as you can of your race and keep it as long as you can. Now, you get overrun very, very quickly.
Right.
So what you do is you say, okay, I'm going in decline, where you flip them all over. They don't get their bonuses anymore, but you still get like 1 gold per space you have or whatever. And I know I'm not explaining this very well, but then you basically pull in another race and you just keep doing this over and over and over again, trying to get as much gold as you can within, I don't know, I'm making this like 20 turns or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard Nate talk about this before. And well, it was funny because him and Abby were fighting about it. So
we played one time with them, and that was fun.
It sounds cool.
It is.
I've never played it though.
I would say it's in my top 3 board games.
Put it on the list, man.
I know, but I don't like if
Very
you never
passionate
played
about
it.
that.
I don't want you to. I think it's the perfect balance of strategy, fun, goofy. Like again, anyone can play it.
Yeah.
But this definitely, like you talk
More
about, like
layers to
ceiling,
it. Yeah.
and it's always randomized because your race and your like ability are different every time because they don't sync up every single time.
Yeah.
The more you play it, obviously you start to see like, oh, these two synergize very, very well. So if you see them pop up, you're willing to spend more gold to get that race before somebody else can, stuff like that.
Right.
It's a very good time. And the beauty is this is one where they and honestly, Ticket to Ride is another one where they gamified it and they put it on Steam. And it's a very good port. Yeah, it's very fun. And it's cross-play with iPad. So Chelsea and I played on an iPad.
Yeah.
It's so much better than the board game. Because you don't have to, like, it's a lot of cleanup. It's I don't know, that's very good.
Absolutely. All right, very good. So we can definitely put that on top 3. I'm not going to argue with that, man.
Well, I know. I mean, if you never played it, it's...
This is the episode where you get all of the things back from every other list that you've let me put on. All right, I'm going next. Now this is my last one. Hopefully I don't get laughed at again. We're going to see.
I promise I won't laugh. I'm sorry.
Seen It.
Seen It's okay.
Love Seen It. Now, a lot of different versions.
So that's a tough one.
My favorites are the Disney one.
You really like the Disney stuff.
Yeah, the Disney ones were fun, man.
Yeah.
I know a lot about it. But there was a sports one too that was so fun. But there's like a movie ones. Like that's a one that,
there's Friends, Office,
exactly.
all the major
Any
TV shows.
Things that you're into, you can get that board game, man. And who doesn't love trivia? And goes on your screen.
Yeah.
Get like videos. You're like, oh yeah, I remember that. Remember when Ross did that? I knew that.
So I guess that technically counts as a board. It's a board.
Yeah, it's a board.
Yeah.
It's played on the board.
Yeah, you're right.
What are you talking about?
You're right. No,
it's like a technicality. You play the game on the board.
It's definitely a thing.
It is a board game.
It is.
Say those words.
It's a board. It's a board game.
Good.
Okay. I mean, we'll put.
Oh man, dude, I can't get fucking one.
No. We'll put
I did have chess on there though. So
so my thing is,
how do you feel about checkers?
I would do Connect 4 over checkers, personally.
Yeah, I fucking hate checkers. Like, talk about just terrible game.
Checkers is one of those things that I played checkers against Solomon Tong, and no matter what he did, he would not pull his back line off.
Okay.
That was his whole strategy, and he won every single time. I just don't understand.
Is that the way to break the game?
I don't know.
Well, eventually you'll have to pull them off.
Chinese checkers is actually pretty good too.
Oh yeah.
That's a fun one.
That is a fun one. Yeah. Not top 5 though.
Well, I agree.
Well, you think it's top 5? You making a case for it?
No, I just do I like it more than Sorry?
Jesus, getting destroyed this episode.
No. I'm sorry. Well, okay.
You think D&D counts as a board game?
I was thinking about that. I don't think so.
Yeah.
If we don't put Munchkin as a board game, I don't think D&D puts one on.
What would you call it? I guess it's a role-playing
tabletop
game. Tabletop
Yeah.
game. Okay. But what is a tabletop? A giant board. All right. You're up. You're up, Slick.
All right. you ever played Stratego?
I have.
Do you like Stratego?
I do like Stratego.
Stratego's pretty good.
It's pretty good. I didn't even think about it. But
Stratego is very good. So this is another one where Stratego has a couple of versions of it where there is a 4-player Stratego.
Yeah.
I don't like that as much. So I'm talking like that. Classic Stratego.
Yeah, it's the only one. Again, it's been forever, but I do remember liking that one. So I would be.
Did I tell you that I won a cheeseburger off of Gerard with Stratego because I told him that the number one.
Should we inform the audience what the cheeseburger? Like, I feel like we've mentioned cheeseburgers.
We just make bets, and it's a $3 cheeseburger, and we have running tallies and whatnot. For instance, you jumped and touched my ceiling.
Yes,
and I owe you, I don't know,
right
a billion cheeseburgers. But
note that I am pointing at Tyler's ceiling.
Yeah, but then we haven't dove into a economic crash of the Great Depression scale.
Yeah, I lost that one.
So.
I tried to hit a homer on it, and it didn't work. So. But imagine, dude, I still stick by my plan.
Awful. It'd be terrible.
It'd be awful, but it'd be great for me because not only is there a Great Depression, now I'm guaranteed food.
Okay, we're not going to get into that. That's terrible.
I was owed like 10 cheeseburgers.
Yeah, it's true. But
those cheeseburgers are going to go up, dude.
Now I get 10 cheeseburgers.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
It was like 10-1.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll get one. No.
It was not a 1-to-1 bet.
Okay. All right. That's fair. You're right.
I would never take that.
You're
Obviously, that's not going to happen, Tyler.
Right. You're right.
Oh, my goodness.
So what were we talking about? So Stratego's really good. I won a cheeseburger bet with Gerard because he was swearing up and down that the Marshall, the highest ranked piece, was at number 9.
Yeah.
And I said it was number 1. Now, I was talking about the original board game, and that's coming out of Europe, and that was one.
Wow. Did you Kyle him on that?
Oh, I was very upfront with him. I told him, like, hey, I am talking about the original game. I had it. Yeah, but so the difference between...
I'm talking about the official Olympic rules.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Freestyle swimming, but clearly indicates...
But I didn't... I saw it clear as day. I still have the board game. So it's like, if you need perfect proof, here it is. I was telling him I had, without a shadow of a doubt, that
Kyle did that to you once.
It wasn't me. That was Mike.
Oh, yeah. I did it with Mike. He was like, I know the answer to this. And Mike was like, all right, it's a bet. It's like, you lose.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
anyway,
that was a good time.
So that was good. So
how do you feel about Scrabble?
I like Scrabble. Scrabble's okay. So the problem with Scrabble is I like it up to the point of playing with Chelsea's brother-in-law.
Uh-oh.
He is very good. He's very good at Scrabble. He's very good at Boggle. He's very good at basically anything within life.
Oh, okay. That's a lot of things.
It's a lot of things. Wow. You should see him on Sorry. And it's just, he's just
I was very good at Sorry. Okay. I want to play a game, bro. I'll show you the power of Sorry.
Let's see. What about Pen the Pig? Hungry Hippos? Any of those? I wouldn't consider that. That's not a board game. All right.
Oh, one I wanted to mention.
Yeah.
Mousetrap.
Yeah.
Love that one.
Mousetrap's okay.
You set up for like 80 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you play for 5 and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I just remember it was like the wackiest thing. We didn't even mention Monopoly.
Yeah.
I don't like Monopoly. I was
expecting you to mention Monopoly.
No,
Monopoly's
I don't like Monopoly.
Good.
No, it's not.
I think overall it falls a little short.
I've never finished a game of Monopoly, dude. It takes forever.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it takes so long, man.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. It's crazy.
So do we need to start talking about like Zombicide, House on the Hill, or whatever?
Yeah, we can. I wouldn't put any of those in.
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, like it's honorable mention. They get very, very.
They're great board games, but they're for board game people.
Yeah,
that's not us. We literally sit there. Me and Tyler sit there at board game night, and I apologize, Nate, because I know you hate when we do this, but we literally sit there on board game night, just making shit up. Like you get the character cards in Zombicide, and we're just like, oh, where do you think this guy lived?
Yeah,
what happened to his wife?
Make up some backstory.
Like, we're such idiots.
But I mean, that's I don't know. Like the problem with board game people are they're so good at board games, or they play the heck out of something where they just know what to do, how to win. Here it is.
Even if they've never played the game that you're playing now, their intuition when it comes to board games, because of so much experience, is so much higher than someone like me.
Yeah,
you just get demolished every time. Like I don't have that skill, I guess.
It's like a turn takes 45 minutes to do, and there's 5 people playing, and then you just sit there for an hour waiting for other people to do their stuff.
Well, it's like if you play League, okay, and a new champion comes out. Neither of us have ever played this champion, but obviously I'm going to be much better because my mechanics of the game.
Until Blitzcrank 2.0 comes out, in which case you're still going to be better.
Dude, you should try Wild Rift. See if you like that. It's like more simplistic.
Yeah.
Not like that's the one that came out on consoles and like mobile.
Yeah, it's a little babby.
Yeah.
Babby
so
League of Legends.
The thing's smaller. There's like only a handful of champions.
I was hoping
one of them.
The League of Legends, what is it? The Ruined King was going to be on sale. But I don't think it ended up being.
When's the winter sale? That's the big sale, right?
Well, the autumn sale just ended. So that was the 24th through the
Yeah, but that's
1st.
Not the big sale.
That's the autumn. No, and then the big sale is going to be coming, I want to say like maybe the 24th of this month. Like
wow.
Christmas Eve, something
late?
like that.
Okay.
Like it's pretty late, yeah.
I'm sure it'll be on sale for that one.
Probably. I'm hoping that's on sale. Call of Duty will probably end up going on sale at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should play that game. Ruined King was fantastic. I beat it. So good. Anyways,
Anyway,
board games.
Board games. Do you want me to run down the list? I'm trying
to think of anything else.
There was a cool Star Trek game I used to play. There's the Next Generation.
Dude, speaking of life, dude, I had a Star Wars Life that was the fucking bee's knees, man.
See, I could get into
craft your lightsaber.
That would be fun.
You got a master. So, like, instead of getting married, you got like a Jedi Master. There's like cards for the Jedi Masters, and everyone had a different ability. And you had stats. So you had intuition. You had, I forget what it is, strength, energy, force, or something. So you had 4 stats, and you'd build your stats. And some paths you needed like certain stats, and it was so cool. There was like secret paths you could take, but you have to get dark side points, and then you get enough dark side points, you lose your Jedi Master.
See, like that sounds awesome.
It was the best fucking game, and it's like nothing like Sorry. So it's more like Risk, where it's like
is it Sorry or Life?
Life. Sorry.
Life. Okay.
Crap.
I got you.
I apologize. It was Life. Like that version's very different. I mean, you still got the wheel in the middle, and you got like, you know, the places you stop at where certain things happen, but everything else is like very different. And I forget how you win in that one, because in Life you win by accruing the most capital, and in Star Wars I feel like you need, like, if I remember correctly, I believe you need enough stats to beat Darth Vader or something at the end.
Is there like, and granted, I haven't played Life in forever, but like I know you used to say like accrue the most capital. It's all luck, right?
Yeah,
like you just spun the wheel, and what you landed on, you got.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
Maybe that's the difference between what I like and don't like about games, where it's like, if there's not, at least Sorry, there's some strategy there where you're kind of like picking like what you're moving and stuff.
Yeah,
but with Life, it's literally like there's no choice there. At least that I remember. I don't know.
Yeah, there was some choice with this one, because like you would draw like 2 cards and pick one.
I mean, maybe that's in Life too. I don't know.
It was just awesome. The Star Wars one, so much fun, dude. I'll have to show you that. I still have it. I'll bring it over sometime.
Okay.
It's a fantastic game.
We want me to read this list off?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. So we have, in no particular order, Stratego, Seen It, Sorry, Ticket to Ride, Small World, Catan, Risk, and Chess.
Didn't even put Sorry on there.
I did. I said Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you want that off first.
No, I would say we put... do you like Seen It more than Sorry?
That's a tough question. That's a very tough question. Probably. Do you like Seen It more than Sorry?
I think it would depend on the scene. I guess in that regard.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, think of your best Seen It. What would your favorite Seen It be?
Friends.
Really?
Friends Seen It, probably. Maybe Friends Seen It, maybe Star Wars.
That's the beauty of it, because our lists are always you take the best version. So whatever that means to you.
Yeah. But then I assume there's also a Star Wars Sorry. Or we make... I would bet you that everything I just said there is a Fortnite version.
Oh, God.
Right?
Probably. But do kids in that age range even play? Why would they play the board game when they could just play Fortnite?
I think that's just something the grandma gets, because they're like, I know
true.
Sorry, and I know Fortnite.
A bait gift. Yeah. Interesting. You want to get rid of... Okay, let's be honest. Both of them are going to lose anyways.
I don't know. Well, I want to be fair.
Wait, John. Wait a second. Let's not do that.
Tell you what. I will take off Ticket to Ride.
Okay.
Okay. No one cares. Because you ever played Ticket to Ride?
I've never played Ticket to Ride.
Really what this is going to come down to is we both want chess on here.
Yes.
Right? We both want Risk on here.
Yes.
Are you pro Stratego on there?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's 3.
Okay.
I'm definitely going to fight for Small World.
Okay.
And then what would you like to fight for? You have seen
now
it
that
or
I've
sorry?
talked about it, I kind of want to fight for Life just because that Star Wars Life was so
I
good.
forgot to put Life on there too, yeah.
I want Life.
You want Life over,
That's the best
over
Life.
Sorry and Seen It. We're going to put Life on here.
That's the best Life, dude. It was awesome. There was a whole deck of lightsabers.
Okay.
All the Jedi Masters.
And then just for people listening at home, we are also going to take off Catan.
Yeah, we didn't
Which
mention that.
is...
Dude, and you accrued enough dark side points, and at the end of the game, like, your friend has to fight you instead, and whoever has more stats wins.
Yeah.
Amazing game.
Yeah.
The best game of all time.
Number
1. Put it up there.
Okay.
All right.
So I would say Life is number 5.
Yeah, probably. Star Wars Life.
Star Wars.
You can be specific about that one because it is very not
you'll
very
have to
different.
give me
but
the
it's
actual
different
name,
enough.
or I can look it up. So we'll make sure.
Yeah, we'll
I
look
put
it
on
up.
there.
Sure.
So all right,
I think it's just Star Wars Life.
Star Wars Life.
It
Number
has
5.
Star Wars logo, and then the
Yeah.
Life logo, and then it's Anakin blocking those blasters.
Real quick, because I not to
Yeah.
throw a train on this wreckage or whatever the saying is.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Is Battleship a board
Battleship
game?
is a board game. Yeah.
Battleship's pretty good.
I'm terrible at Battleship, so I disagree.
Oh, you don't like
I always
Battleship?
lose.
Oh, okay.
I would get so mad.
You know, there's
they
like
would
a
always
big
hit
Battleship.
What?
There's like a big Battleship,
Oh,
like
really?
a 2v2
multiplayer.
like where like you have to like crank things and like.
Did they
run
give you a
submarine.
periscope?
I don't think they give you a periscope.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
That'd be fucking awesome, and that would make the game very expensive, but it'd be worth it. Yeah, Battleship's great game. I'm biased.
Okay,
I hate it because I suck at it.
I'm just trying to think.
They
of
would hit
different
my
games
they would
that-
hit my 2-thing boat every time, like the first time.
Yeah,
probably
like
because
the
I always
hardest.
put in the corner. Always put in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, you just,
it's so
you
obvious.
just group them all up.
I don't know why I do
in the
that.
middle and-
Fuck.
I don't know.
Damn it.
I'm just trying to think of all the different games that people are
Gets
screaming at. Yeah,
Gets so
like,
heated. Oh yeah. I think we mentioned most of them.
We knew about Gloomhaven.
Candyland.
Candyland's great.
Great game. Actually, I think Candyland's terrible. I played it a couple years ago, and
There's was it Carcassonne? Which I never played. Gloomhaven. There's like what's that pandemic one? Okay, great. Well,
yeah, I know what you're talking about. I thought that was a video game though. Where you make a virus.
There's a board game. Where,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which one came out first though? I guess it doesn't
the board
matter.
game definitely.
Oh, okay. What about the ones with the black and white pieces and you flip them? Othello?
That's a good one. That's fun.
Is that what it's called?
I don't think so, but it's. I know what you're talking about.
Othello? Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah. With like the magnets and stuff.
What's that?
With the magnets.
Yeah, you flip them. It's
Yeah.
on the green mat. It's not a mat, but it's a board game.
It's good.
I don't
Dude,
know.
there are a lot of good board games out there, I think, at the end of the day, but
Try my best
this is
here,
the list
Ty.
that- yeah.
Try my best. We're getting through
You
it.
could have vetoed this list. All right.
No, we rank anything,
that's
man.
true. That's true. All right.
I'm surprised I'm having more trouble with this than fruits. I fucking
Fruits.
hate fruit.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I actually like that one. You know what? I actually like one.
Well,
this one
it's
is
good.
like,
We're learning
oh, you know
about-
what? That's why I don't play this. You know what? That's why I hate board games. That's what I'm finding out here.
we really need to play some Small World because Small World is very
Okay,
fun.
I will
It's
play
easy
Small
to
World
play.
if you play
I'll play Star Wars Life.
Life.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that being said,
Star Wars Life 5.
Do we want to say Small World is number 4 then because you never played it?
Yeah, I feel like it's
That's
fair.
fine. That's
Those
fair.
are at the top of the list. We never played it.
Yeah.
Now, the thing that sucks is, like, I could play that maybe once we do that, and then I could really like it. But that's the edge.
That's the way we do it.
That's how the way we do it,
I was
man.
actually telling the guys last night because Mike was, of course, going on about the fruit thing and us not having strawberry.
Dude, what is his obsession with that? Strawberry is not a top 5 fruit.
No, I mean,
like, I'm sorry.
He basically wants to marry strawberries. The thing is,
Strawberry shortcake? She's like 9, so that she's going to go to prison for that.
Yikes. So my thing with strawberries, I had a very, very good strawberry maybe like a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I had it, and I'm like, this is a really good. Like this is.
You'll
like,
never convince me. I fucking hate
No,
strawberries.
and I'm with you. I'm just saying I had a very, very
You're
good
not with
strawberry.
me. You just said it was good.
It was a very delicious strawberry.
I would never contact the enemy
still
like
don't
that.
like
I would never
chocolate.
eat a
I
strawberry.
still don't like chocolate on strawberries. for whatever that's worth.
Dude, our list is so much better. Bananas are OP.
Yeah.
Oranges, OP.
A lot of people don't like bananas.
What?
When I shared this list to some people at work, they called out bananas. It's like, what is this?
No, everyone I showed, they're like, banana, easy number one.
I thought
Great choice.
So. Anyway, all right, we're on board games. We're gonna let's finish this up.
All right.
Life is number 5. Small World is number 4. What are we saying?
Stratego
3.
Yeah.
Risk 2.
Risk 2, chess 1.
Chess 1.
Absolutely.
It's just easy right up the.
Yeah, I'm speed running this one.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's totally okay. All right, so we're gonna chisel this in stone. Any final I don't know.
I apologize to all board game fans. I am terrible at them and they hate me, and so the feeling is mutual to a lot of them. Star Wars Life is great though. Check it out.
All right.
That's why we're like, dude, look at my list. It's all games that have 0 skill except chess and Risk.
So
I guess Cena. Cena has skill.
Skill, yeah, definitely.
Kinda.
All right.
I remember, dude, I would always win Disney Cena because everyone forgot what the one Winnie the Pooh movie was, which is the Heffalump one.
Yeah, no, that's probably my favorite one.
No, Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day is definitively the best Winnie the Pooh movie. Do you remember that one? Do you remember that one?
It's
the Thanksgiving one. They start off, they're playing hockey with a big cookie, and then they go in the woods to catch a turkey. It's so good, man.
I do not remember that one at all.
Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, man.
The Heffalump one is where they have they're in like a cave with like a little candle and stuff, right?
It's a great one.
Like
it's top 5. I'll give you that. It's not Winnie the Pooh and the Blustery Day, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
All right, so speaking of Winnie the Pooh, the top 5 board games we have right now.
Yes, sir.
We're chiseling this in stone.
Chisel it.
Life Star Wars Edition is number 5. Small World is number 4. Stratego is number 3. Risk is number 2. And chess is the best board game.
I mean, you can't beat chess, right?
Well, Chelsea just walked by and gave us a very negative look. So she does not agree.
I wonder if she likes Sorry. Maybe she would back me on that.
She's giving you a thumbs up.
Yes, dude. I need Chelsea in here, man.
Yeah,
so you made me feel really self-conscious.
I know.
About picking Sorry. Like you made me feel like an idiot, and I just gave up on it.
I'm not making you feel like an idiot. You could have put Sorry on here.
You laughed after every one of my responses.
All right. Well, here, Chelsea, is Small World better than Sorry? Yes. We got an affirmative there. So there you go.
Well, it could still make number 5.
It could if you want to bump Life off.
No, dude, that's a really fun Life game. This is what happens every time. We talk about a list. I reminisce about something. It goes way higher than it should. I don't give a fuck. It's recency biased. I don't care.
That's fine.
Sue me.
Here's the thing. I think it's a solid list. Would I put Catan on there if it's my own personal thing? Sure.
Of course.
But all of them. Would I put Ticket to Ride on there? Sure.
I stuck a couple on there. I think we can all agree on that.
No, this is fine. I like.
How could you fit both of them? All 4 of those are yours, except for Star Wars Life.
Let me see.
2 of them are shared. Risk and
chess. I think on my list I would probably take
that's
Stratego
off.
I think I would.
It's number 3.
I know, but it's a combined thing. So the thing with me is I like a more group game. Okay. So like chess is definitely one-on-one and stuff. I don't like the one-on-one kind of confrontation conflict on board games because it's very much like one or the other.
Yeah.
I like if it's like 3 or more people because then it's a little bit.
Chess just deserves the ultimate respect for being like one of the first board games and then standing the test of time.
Yeah.
No rule changes. They never had like talk about perfect balancing. They've never had to patch that game ever.
No, it's chess is worthy.
Also had a Star Wars chess set. Very fun. All the characters were different models.
I think a Mario chess
Actually,
set.
Did I have a Star Wars one? I did have a Star Wars one, but I also had an X-Men one. That was a fun one.
Who was the king and queen of X-Men?
It was...
If I was going to make an X-Men chess set...
Maybe it was Marvel, because the
would be
enemy would be... The enemy king was... So there's a villain team and a hero team. And
I wasn't even thinking about that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's tough though. That's
the pawns were Wolverine. It was really interesting.
I would do Xavier. Just like rolling the pawns out.
Yeah, maybe Xavier was the king. I wanted to say it probably was, but Kingpin was the bad guy's king.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Sure.
Storm was the queen, of course. I think maybe it was Phoenix. I don't remember.
Of course.
I remember that it was Storm, but I remember that Spider-Man was like the knight. That was good.
All right,
because he flings around. All right, chess is the best.
That was a great top 5 board game. You're welcome, Calvin. There you go.
You're welcome, Calvin.
Can't wait to hear your top 5.
We always get lit up Monday morning.
Yeah,
you guys are fucking shit.
That's fine.
All right, anyways.
So did you have anything else to talk about? Because we did get a pretty...
I got some questions. We do that at the end, I guess.
Well, that's what I want to jump into, because we have... So we do a little mini game. I've been having this mini game set up for a while now.
Yeah.
But Kevin called out...
Show.
Yeah, called out on Twitter, I think, a pretty good mini game that I just want to do.
Yeah, I heard that he's like really good at making these up, right?
David is very good at it. I mean, Kevin's good at it too, because
sure.
he put this through.
Yeah.
But let me bring it up. We can kind of
yeah, you told
this.
me about this a little bit, and I'm pretty excited about it. I have not done a lot of premeditation on this though, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll talk through it. It'll be interesting.
We'll have to talk through it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
here we go.
Hit me with it.
From Kevin. The two of you pitch your dream film adaptation of X game. X equals your favorite game or game you think would be best suited for an adaptation you'd like to see. Pitch the style, tone, aesthetic, story, etc.
Okay. This is tough. This is very tough. Do you have something in mind right off the bat? I mean, do we only get one choice?
Yeah, I think.
Or can we talk through a couple things
we
and
can
then
talk
maybe
through a couple, but
whittle them down?
The whole idea here, and we don't necessarily have to go this direction, would be we each kind of make our own, and then we'll put the vote out to the public.
Okay.
And they could kind of pick which one.
Yeah, we can do that. I might talk through a couple just for my own sake.
Yeah, go for it.
To talk through it. So the first one, obviously, no surprise, League of Legends. Now, this would be really tough. I mean, we saw World of Warcraft adapted to the big screen, okay?
Yeah.
I will say a point in our favor, obviously, Arcane was fucking phenomenal.
Well, so the thing to call out here, too, is you don't necessarily, it doesn't have to be live action.
Exactly.
So it can be, like, because I think he gave, like,
I don't think League of Legends would be live action, or good live action.
Okay, fair enough, because they that's what they did with World of
Warcraft.
So
exactly, right. Yeah, it's a good point. I guess I wasn't making that clear, but I actually kind of liked the Warcraft movie, actually. I don't know. I guess I was the minority on that one, but I thought it was kind of fun. And I was like, man, it kind of made me want to, do some research on the lore a little bit. But a lot of people didn't like it. I don't know.
Well, it's because they called it World of Warcraft, but it was Warcraft. It was a weird, I mean,
Kyle, the resident World of Warcraft expert, or Warcraft expert, I guess, all of that, is he told me that it's like a precursor to the World of Warcraft, like you said, the Warcraft games.
So the movies were in my time. So I loved the 1, 2, and 3
so
whenever
did you
they
like
were
it?
RTS. No.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I think it was faithful. Fine. The problem that I had with it was they were doing a very kind of like Durotan, with like Thrall's father and all this thing. Like it was a lead up. I get that. But I didn't think they cast Medivh right. I didn't like it. It just felt
sure.
The casting was off. The animation stuff looked cool,
right?
But it was just like it was too like it was like bright. Like it was like I don't know. It wasn't super great.
So that's my first thought. And anyone who's watched Arcane, if you haven't, go watch the show, man. It's really good. There's the style for you right there. But the tough thing about this one is League is so big and so diverse. I mean, each region is so different because they want to encapsulate some of everything.
Yeah.
That it would be hard to, because I would have to pitch a specific like region. And that's how they did in the show, right? Like Arcane takes place in Piltover and Zaun, very specific. It's, steampunk kind of feel, right? So, you could go to a different region. Like there's a winter one that's more Nordic, and there's like a Asian inspired one, I guess.
So what would you be? So Arcane was fantastic because me, who has no idea about League of Legends, I was drawn in immediately. And honestly, I still think that is better than Spider-Man. In terms
Into the
of
Spider-Verse?
Like,
well, it's not a movie, but yeah.
It's not, but just
the Spider-Verse was really good.
It was very good. And granted, I have to watch it.
You're talking
again.
just animation style or just everything?
The animation, the story, like it
had 9 episodes. Like TV shows compared, like very good high budget TV shows, it's a little unfair because you look at something like Game of Thrones.
But I would take the first 2 episodes of Arcane, put them up against Into the Spider-Verse, and I would still take Arcane over it.
Yeah, that's a big claim.
It's so good.
You won't find pushback from me, man. But wow, Into the Spider-Verse was very good.
They both look like on an OLED TV.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, dude. You had a really nice viewing experience.
Yep.
So that's my first thought. So
sure.
What were you asking me? You were about to ask me a question.
I was like, you thinking like, so I know the League of Legends is vast, but if we're trying to pitch something, where would you start? What characters would you want to see?
See, I'm biased because I love Noxus, which is the warfaring country. Like they're trying to take over the planet.
Yeah,
they
were in Arcane, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
The chick's mom,
is
from Noxus, so you kind of get the vibe of them. War. Think Sparta and Rome.
Yeah,
they're conquerors and they're just born as warriors, pretty much. I mean, they do other things. It's not as bad as Sparta, but that would be my first thing. But honestly, if we want to make it good, I would say Demacia, because that's kind of like high fantasy, classic. It has a lot of the stories. They put a lot of attention there, so I would think about that. There's actually an interesting thing there. So really quickly, League of Legends nerding all over the place here. So the quick story that would take place with that is Demacia hates magic, and we saw a little bit of this in Arcane, where they're kind of wary of magic because way back when the whole world was blown up by magic, pretty much.
Right.
And so Demacia hates magic, so mages are like outlawed. Actually, doing magic is outlawed. So there was this whole thing where there's this revolution with mages, like they rise up, they kill the king. Spoiler alert. It gets kind of crazy. So that one's an interesting one. I would like to I think for best success, taking a look at that story arc would be interesting.
Nice.
A lot of intrigue, a lot of politics.
Any casting choices or anything like that? Or is that like tough?
I'd have to think about that. Directors, yikes. Who's really good at fantasy stuff? Peter Jackson?
Anyone that would be faithful to the source material, that could be pretty good. So it's funny you mentioned him. A couple movies I think would be very, very good. God of War, obviously, because God of War was basically a movie already.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you pull in someone like Peter Jackson for that. Oh,
you think so? Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
Who would you cast for Kratos? I thought that's where you were going.
Yeah, no, that's the tough.
I've seen a lot
I'm not sure.
See, I'm very bad with actors, so I'm not going to be good at that part. But I saw a lot of things on Reddit where they wanted. Now, I don't know if you were going to mention this, but Batista as Marcus Phoenix.
Yeah, like he literally petitioned.
Yeah,
like walked into their studio like.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like it's like. Here it is on a platter. That would be a good one.
I think he'd be great. People were photoshopping Bruce Willis as Marcus Phoenix. I mean, to be fair, I think Gears of War would be a great movie. I mean, they keep talking about it all the time.
It's gritty. I think that would be a good live action as well. Yeah. It's gritty. You could definitely do that. I would hope that they would do like the Locust with, not CGI. Just don't CGI the Locust, man.
Yeah, it's
just
tough,
spend the money.
But can you make it look good enough? I don't know if you can. Maybe you can. Like,
can you make what look good enough?
The Locusts. Can you make them look decent enough?
Why can you make orcs
effects?
look good but not locusts?
Because I think orcs we give a lot of orcs are still humanoid. I would argue.
So are locusts.
Nah, have you looked at a locust recently?
No.
They look more like. Almost like crocodile-y than their mouths are huge, their noses are all messed up. At least orcs are like dudes.
Yeah, sure. Big dudes, but dudes.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm probably not giving enough credit to the special effects team. That's just a lot. Like the whole point of Locusts are
gotta have some big boys for that one. But there's a lot of them with like armor too, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
You could do a pretty good. I mean, people have been casting Gears of War movies since the first one came out.
Right.
Like I still love the idea of like a Josh Duhamel or what's Timothy Oliphant as a Baird. He's already played it bald. Like if you want to go bald Baird, you can do it because he's been Hitman. I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
Halo's
good. They're doing the TV show, so we'll see how that comes out. Yeah. I think so. God of War was definitely one for me.
Okay. Yep.
I think God of War would also make a pretty good TV show. If they get whoever directed like Spartacus or something and go like old school, or whoever did like 300. One I think that would be really, really good, especially as they're doing like the soft
Snyder
reboot.
did 300.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go. I mean, that you can.
Sorry, I have to chime in when I know pop culture. It's like, because I don't know very much.
I would love to see, like, if I was going like all out,
Yeah.
I would love
Yeah.
to see a Steven Spielberg jump in on a Modern Warfare story.
Yep.
And
I was thinking that too.
Showcase the Modern Warfare story.
I was thinking
make
that
it
too.
super gritty. Make it.
Now, would you?
Saving
Are
Private
you going
Ryan-esque.
to use the game as the source material? Are we going to see a no Russian?
I think you have to.
That would be crazy.
Like, I think you need to.
That'd be hard to do. A live action of that
Yeah.
would be hard to watch.
I know, but that's the thing. It's like that's what made those games so special.
Exactly. Yeah.
was
Shocking.
Not the shock and
top.
awe factor of like.
Well, you need what's his face? The guy who did Transformers.
Who do you mean?
Mr. Explodey Man.
Yeah, but that's not. I don't think so.
That is as it progressed.
But that's the thing I don't want is I want it to be, because I think Spielberg could definitely do explosions when needed, but in a more realistic way. Like if you see a nuke go off,
that would be
that's
great.
Crazy.
That would be a great scene.
It would be brutal. Like you think about how realistic Saving Private Ryan was, and then you put that into a Modern Warfare thing, and like tone it down,
right?
But like, can you imagine all gillied up and watching that in live action?
Yeah. And the perfect thing about that is you can script it the best way possible with the most tension, the perfect way to do it. Like have them fuck up where you want to fuck up.
And you can kind of like maybe plug some of the plot holes, make it a little bit more streamlined. You know, like you could do some things like
well, okay. So here's the question with that one, because I'm very intrigued by the Modern Warfare idea. Is the first person aspect of it is very important, I would say. So obviously it's not going to be a first person film.
It's true. Or this is the first.
Dude, I'm telling you, I think. I mean, they've done some experimentation with that, and it's never gone well. But
Doom comes to mind, where they do like a quick scene where it's just like Doom running around. That could be.
I feel like it could be popular. Though. It could be well done.
Yeah, you could do Spielberg and be like, "Hey, this is the first VR." Like that could get really brutal though, because then you do the no Russian in live action in first person.
That might be a bad one. I don't think you can do that. Yeah, that's gonna.
Although to be fair, can you get Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3 in a 1-2 hour movie? Like that would even be tough to.
Yeah,
do,
no,
right?
I don't think so. I think Call of Duty 4 could be its own movie. Easily.
I think you miss out. Like when you look at Saving Private Ryan,
it would be a trilogy like.
Yeah, but like you look
think
at
you could cut enough filler, because you got to think about it this way. A lot of the games are gameplay.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be cut out quite a bit, right?
Or it's going to be very action packed film, and then you run the risk of. You know, the Michael Bay exploding stuff.
Yeah, right. You do run the risk of that. But here's the thing. It's like Saving Private Ryan is great because of the peaks and valleys of it.
Yeah. But like you care about those characters by the end. So I just got done playing the Vanguard new Call of Duty campaign. And they try really hard to make you care about the characters.
Right.
To their credit, I care about them more than any other campaign barring Modern Warfare. Because like
Black Ops?
Even really Black Ops. Black Ops was good, but it's been a while since I played Black Ops.
Sure.
I like their backstories. I like but the problem is with that campaign, it was all, well, let's flash back and see how they got here. Oh, let's flash back and see how they got there. They do it 5 times to get all your characters and your party members. And then by the time at the end, when you're like, okay, I see their personalities, and then the game's over.
Dude, Black Ops would be good.
Black Ops would be good.
The whole figuring out your Reznov thing, that game was really good actually.
Black Ops
was a great campaign.
I still maintain that Black Ops 2, where they gave you a lot of like the different like story branches and things like that. I think that would be amazing. I still think that if you could do a Mass Effect or let's even run with let's run with Black Ops real quick. Sure. Even doing that, but then doing it in an audience way where it's just vote. B, and then film everything.
I thought about this. I thought about this quite a bit, and I just don't think that would work because it would be too. I feel like it'd take you out of it. Well, yes, but it would also take you out of it too much. You're constantly making decisions.
But imagine Netflix picking that up. It's a 2-hour movie, Netflix special,
like the Bandersnatch.
Exactly, and you make all the decisions going through it.
But that was what, like 30 minutes.
Bandersnatch?
Yeah. 20 minutes.
I guess it was just an episode.
And how many possibilities there were. Like, imagine how long that took.
Let's say,
a whole movie.
Say budget wasn't a factor. That would be incredible.
Time's a factor.
Yeah, but that would be, imagine
you're talking
doing
20 minutes, took them forever, probably, and $1 million. More than that,
but imagine doing a full-blown massive, like let's say money's
you can't
no
have a
object,
theatrical
time's no
release, though.
Sure.
That would suck an audience. Imagine you're like making a real crucial decision, like you're trying to ban Garrus, and then the audience goes another way. You're like, this game's ruined for me.
Or you have you can still do theatrical releases, but every theater is different in some way.
It would be. It'd be interesting.
No.
It sounds
audience
cool.
will see the same movie.
Tyler, it sounds cool. I guarantee you'd be butthurt as soon as you can't make the choices.
But then that's why you have to buy the film. Buy the Blu-ray.
It sounds like we're in the whiteboard room.
and then
how do we squeeze the most money out of this?
That's how you do it, man.
Yeah, no, that would be interesting. I thought about Mass Effect. I personally just don't think it would be good. I think you need a set story. Call of Duty is very intriguing.
Or you need to have the balls to say this is canon in Mass Effect.
You can't.
I know, but I'm just saying that's what you have to do. That's the only way you'd be able to do it.
Revolutions. Yeah. There's no way you can do that. I would just stick to non-choice game.
And then I think all of that being said, the one that's the easiest to pull off that they're idiots for not doing is Uncharted. Because they're doing it. Yeah. They're doing it. Yeah. Some TikTok person just came on and they were just flashing like, oh, here's Nathan Fillion with Nathan Drake, and here's freaking Walter White as Sully. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
How good would that be? Perfect. How good would that be?
It's perfect.
Wow.
And it was just like looking at their picture side by side, knowing the caliber
that script
of acting.
writes itself. You know what I mean?
That's the unfortunate part.
What about something like Hades?
Hades would be really cool. I think we would run into like a Cowboy Bebop scenario where Hades...
I forget the question.
Can't, so I guess technically you could do a cartoon with it.
TV show?
No, it would be a movie.
It has to be a movie.
But to your point, it's not live action, so we could.
It would be cartoon. That's another opportunity to explore a really interesting art style.
Really cool.
I guess it'd be kind of like the game. You would need to maybe flesh it out a little bit more for a TV show, right? Have some more body to it. Mm-hmm. But I think it'd be kind of cool. I think there's kind of something there. I like those animations that are unique, not necessarily. Yeah. You know what I mean when I say that. Dude, Batman games, they should make those into a movie.
I mean, they'd be
pretty good, dude. Yeah, like Heath Ledger as the Joker. I don't know. Sounds not bad.
I wouldn't do you have to do Mark Hamill with that. You have to do
Joker,
Kevin Conroy and Mark Hamill for him, but
Kevin Conroy would make the worst Bruce Wayne though.
He was in live action as Bruce Wayne.
Was he?
Yeah,
he just looks so old.
He played an evil Bruce Wayne. Like a completely decrepit, like his back was broken and everything.
Old Bruce Wayne?
Yeah.
Like who's coaching Terry or
No. This is like a different universe. This is like their crossover where they had like the Flash and Arrow and
Earth 17.
He was like Earth 38 or some shit. I don't know. But like
comics are the
whole thing with that is he's so jaded. He's like, yeah, no, I just started killing people.
Jeez.
And eventually he ended up.
Well, there's a lot of Batmans that start killing people.
Yeah, well, he was like, it's so easy. After the first one, you just keep doing it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing he contends with. He's like, I am so big on this because I know.
Yep.
I'm like, him and the Joker, dude. Different sides of the same coin. I'm telling you.
Ooh, that's good. You should send that in.
What?
The different sides of the same coin. I like that analogy.
You don't think so?
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
No, yeah, absolutely.
I'm just being a smartass. That's all. It was like somebody unlocked that thought, and they're like, "Oh, let's make Joker even more deep and blah blah," and then they ran with it like hardcore.
Yeah, but dude, like I said a million times, my favorite Joker is the Mark Hamill. Yeah, funny, not super serious Joker.
But still kill people. Like
still kill people, but will also equally just hit you in the face with a punching bag.
It's just whatever
you think it's a gun. Like a flag will come out of his gun just to get a laugh, and you thought you were gonna die.
Technically, Jack Nicholson kind of did that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, some of those older ones. All right. Anyways, have you decided on a pick for yourself?
On a pick for myself.
Are we putting these head to head?
I mean, you want to? We can.
We've been more collaborative.
I was gonna say I'm definitely taking the Modern Warfare from Steven Spielberg.
You're taking the Modern Warfare from Steven Spielberg. That's pretty good.
Tom Hanks can play Price.
So you just want Saving Private Ryan?
I want Saving Private Ryan again. I want the sequel, man.
Dude,
I want the modern Saving Private Ryan.
You hear, what kind of name is soap? Anyways, the audience would just erupt.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just
you don't even
too
need
good.
that, dude. All you need is that initial
Who would play
Infinity
Price,
Ward
though?
thing.
Yeah, that's true.
all you need.
That's true. Yeah. Who would play Price?
That'd be a great call.
We should decide on what we're gonna do, and then we can work to cast, make our little cast and director and everything, and then we'll put that up on social. We'll let people vote.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out.
I'll send you like who
Okay. Yeah, I need to get some.
All right, you're going with that. I'm gonna go with. I mean, there's a lot of things that I liked. Like the Gears of War was really intriguing. The Uncharted, they're making a movie, so it seems a little unfair.
Yeah.
Same
They're just
with the
making
Halo.
the wrong movie. That's all.
I know.
I hope not.
Talk about it's given to you.
I hope we're talking poorly on it, and then we're just completely wrong.
Well, it's always better to have lower expectations for sure. I'm gonna go with League. I'm just gonna stick with my guns.
That's fine.
We're gonna go with League. I'll
dude, League fever is going on right now.
I have never been more happy in my life.
Yeah.
You know how long I've been waiting? Like League lore up until this point was reading short stories on their website. You understand? You felt like you were reading like fan fiction. Like, it's very well written. I don't mean to say that it wasn't well constructed, but it's literally like Dark Souls-esque. Like,
you're just
here's the lore because I found this napkin, and that must connect with that other journal I found.
There's some value there, but I completely.
Some people really like
spoon feed it to me, man. Like Arcane did a perfect job where it's like here is how they started, how it's going now.
But
it's like
the beauty of it is for someone like me.
Yeah.
That's the toughest part with such a big fandom, where you have the new people coming in to balance it, where person like me, experienced, can enjoy it just as much as the new guy.
Right.
Because so many teasers in there, so many foreshadowing things I know that are going to happen. I'm like, oh, fuck.
And I'm just blissfully unaware.
And you have no idea,
I love it.
and I can't fucking wait.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
All right.
So real quick.
Yes.
Somebody is going to get fired because you know how this whole thing where like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are like, oh, they're not in the Spider-Man movie and whatnot.
Yeah.
Somebody put up, this could be doctored, so maybe I'm just spouting off more rumors, but somebody put up like a video clip or whatever.
Yeah.
And it looks like an Apple movie rental or something like that.
Yeah.
But it just has like the picture and it listed out like all the actors. It just says like Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield.
They were in the credits thing.
Yeah. It's just, oh man, somebody's
come on, man,
getting the axe.
They did the best. I mean, that would have been the craziest reveal ever if they actually kept that under wraps. But I'm glad that they did a really good job for like Endgame and stuff for Infinity War.
I do have, and I know I'm all over the place right now, but when I was thinking about Call of Duty, one of the Nazis, this like nerdy looking guy, I need to look him up. He looks exactly like Pippin from Lord of the Rings. I think
that is not where I thought that was
Pippin
going.
or Merry. I always get them confused, but I think Pippin.
Okay.
Anyway,
I don't know who you're talking about.
No, I know. I'll have to show you a picture of them. But I will say the villains.
Dude, someone should make a movie of
of
those books, those Lord of the Ring books.
Oh, that would be amazing. That'd be too tough to pull off.
But who would you have direct that?
I have no idea.
John Williams.
John Williams?
Yeah, the composer.
The composer.
I don't know why I said John Williams. I meant
Michael Bay.
I couldn't think of the name. John Williams has to,
David, please don't
direct the movie. And
oh my gosh.
George Lucas has to compose.
David's already writing a angry
David
tweet.
is having an aneurysm.
Okay.
Maybe he didn't make it this far. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. All right, man. That's all right, we'll
save the questions for next week. Is that good?
Oh yeah, we can save the questions for next week. So we're gonna write those up.
Yeah.
Put those on Twitter. I'm thinking we'll like have a cast of the main characters or a director or kind of maybe a short premise.
We'll
figure it out.
Yeah, we'll see what the character count is and
that's true. I guess that depends. Maybe we should make an image. Then we can post the image.
That's a good call.
All right, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll save the questions for next time.
If you're good with that. Is there anything like time sensitive that you need to...
Time sensitive?
Yeah, anything that's like...
No, I don't think so.
Thanksgiving question perhaps, or...
Thanksgiving
I don't know.
Yeah. No, everything can wait, dude. They're fantastic questions.
Well, if you want to do them, we can... I mean, I know...
All right, I'll do one question.
On time,
this is a question I thought about on the way here.
Okay.
All right, so this was submitted by John.
All right.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
All right. If you had to pick one wingman, okay, you're going to a bar, you're trying to, attract a mate.
Oh, that's not what. Okay, gotcha. I'm with you.
Well, or you could go to the. Well, no, this is a different question. So it's a wingman, okay? Or a woman. Any fictional character, who would you take?
Goose.
Goose.
Yeah.
Goose.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goose. Yeah, Goose. It's a good one.
Anyway, who else would you take?
Garrus.
That's not a good wingman.
Yeah, it is.
What's Garrus going to do?
He's going to talk about how he's on CSEC and how he got this scar.
And calibration. And
this guy
and stuff
saved
like
my life because he's so great.
What if, that's very off-putting if you just pull him in. Like, are you saying that the Earth people
we're in their universe,
accepting
right?
of...
Yeah. We're in, so we would be,
okay.
I guess, mass.
I was like dropping a Tridarian in
yeah, if it's on Earth, who would I go with if it was on Earth? I don't know if I could do better than Goose. Goose is pretty good.
I mean, yeah, I would say, because he's goofy enough that he's not going to steal your thunder, so to speak.
Well, he also has a wife.
Yeah.
That he loves,
that's right.
That he loves very much. Well, we saw that. Well, this is unfair because we fucking saw him being a wingman.
I know. That's why I didn't hesitate.
Yeah, I didn't even hesitate, dude. All right, you win that question. You win that round.
All right.
I should have came to bat with a better answer. I couldn't think of.
I do want to let the audience know. I know Garrus is not a Troidarian. I just wanted to just throw that out there. Anyway.
I didn't even notice.
No, I know. I know somebody's be like, wait a minute, what?
The rewind.
Yeah. I miss Wada.
I got to think of someone. You think Han Solo would be a good wingman?
No.
Terrible?
Everyone will go for Harrison Ford. Are you kidding me? Yeah, absolutely.
Steal the Thunder. That's a good point, man. Goose is married. Man.
The only person worse than Han Solo is maybe like Ryan. Ryan? What's it? Oh my gosh.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh my god, dude.
I forgot his last name.
He's not a fictional character though.
Deadpool.
Deadpool's ugly. And is it love?
That's true. Okay,
maybe Deadpool.
Green Lantern.
That movie sucks.
Yeah,
he rips on that movie.
Still Ryan Reynolds. Like
he'd have a CGI mask on, dude. It would be terrible.
Like Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, but okay, pick a Forrest Gump. I don't know. Actually, Forrest Gump might be a good wingman.
Forrest Gump might be a pretty good wingman. Wow. Forrest Gump, man.
Yeah.
He'd be too obsessed with Jenny, though.
Yeah.
Be like, where's Jenny?
Be too charming. Still steal your thunder.
Well,
people be like, hey,
no, actually,
exactly
I will
Tom
say
Hanks.
he's a bad wingman because if you remember the scene with him and Lieutenant Dan, granted they were prostitutes, but he was the reason that they left. So, not great. Not a great showing from Forrest Gump.
Well, I'm not looking to pick up a prostitute or any female for that matter. That's more of just,
That's the one example from that movie. If we're citing examples from the movie, he really left Lieutenant Dan out there to dry. Lieutenant Dan, though, because the reason they fucked up is because she was making fun of him because he didn't want to have sex. Mm-hmm. Lieutenant Dan flipped out because that's his buddy.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Dan goes to bat for you, man.
Sure.
It's got the no leg thing going on. You get good parking.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, he has no legs.
Yeah, no,
You remember that?
I do remember that.
Part?
Yeah, I remember he has no legs.
He has no legs. You remember that one?
You think that's as good a movie as we think it is?
Oh, what's Good Will Hunting? What's his best friend's name?
I have no idea. I've never seen the movie.
You're lying to me. What's his best friend's name?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's Will and
Hunting.
Get out of here, man. Fuck yourself. He would be great. That dude's great. Great wingman. Because we see him be a wingman.
Okay, I have not seen the movie.
Are you serious?
I'm 100% serious.
Dude, this is my third favorite movie of all time. Yeah. Maybe second.
You got me on Shutter Island.
And that was fourth.
Okay.
I assumed you saw 1 through 3 on my list.
I have not.
All right, we're pulling up my movie list.
We have to get going.
We got 20 minutes.
We got 20 minutes. Yeah, it's a 20-minute drive.
All right. It's up there. You need to watch it.
All right.
That's it. That's all we got for you. Thanks for listening.
I don't know what I'm doing with the timestamps. We'll just be like
question mark
movie question.
You could probably just cut out the last 30 minutes and that would probably
we'll
be
do
good.
some editing. It'll be all right.
All right. Well, we appreciate you watching as always. We will be here same time, same place next week. Thanks for joining us. on the couch. Peace.